Hey, how's it going, guys? In this video, I want to show you how to use the isinstance function in Python. The isinstance function checks if the object is an instance of a classinfo class, meaning that this function allows you to check an object against a subclass. I guess the best way to show you how this function works is to give you an example. And here, let's say I have a list, and my list is going to be called LST. And here within this list object, I have three elements, 10, 20, and the letter. So here I'm going to use the isinstance function. And the first parameter is going to be your object. So here in this case, my object is going to be LST. And I want to check this object against a classinfo object type. So the object type will be a list. So I can just basically insert list. And Python will recognize list. This list keywords will be using as validator. Now, if I print the result from the isinstance function, and that's going to return true. So that means this list object is a list type. Now, if I change the list from list to tuple, and that's going to return false. And that means this list object right here is not a tuple data type. And you can also use the isinstance function to check against multiple classinfo type. So here, let's say I have a, so in this case, I'm going to create a dictionary. So I'm going to call this my dictionary. And inside the dictionary, I have two sets of pairs. So for the first item will be A, and assign the value to 10, 20, and 30. And for the second item, I have a key of letter B, and we're going to assign the value of A, B, and C. Now if I change the list object to my dictionary, and that's going to return false, because we know that my dictionary is a dictionary object type. And now if I want to check an object against multiple classinfo object data type, so here I can create a tuple. And inside the tuple, I can provide the data types that I want to validate against. So here I want to check against a tuple and the dict data type. Now if I print the result, so here I forgot a close parenthesis. Let me try again. Now if I print the result, now it's going to give me the value of 2. And that means this my dictionary object is the classinfo of one of these data types. Some people may ask, what's the use of this isinstance function? So once you become a more experienced Python developer or someone who writes Python a little bit more, and you would be studying writing different classes and to creating a more functional programs. And that's where you will be using the isinstance function a little bit more often. And for me, I use this function pretty often, to be honest. The function is useful when you're creating a class and you want to check if a class instance is a part of a class. So here, let's say I have a class called class XYZ. And inside the class, I'm going to create a variable, and I'm going to name this variable A, and I'm going to assign the value of 50. And here I'm going to create multiple XYZ instance. So let's call this XYZ1. And oops, should be uppercase. And this will be XYZ2. It should mean create two classes. So let's name this XYZ1 and uppercase, and this one will be XYZ2 uppercase. And with this class, I'm going to assign a value of 100 to a variable B. And for the XYZ2, I'm going to assign the class XYZ2. And let me change the class name to XYZ1. Now if I want to check XYZ1 instance to see if this object instance is created using the XYZ1, actually that's a pretty bad name. So I'm going to name this as X1 and Y1. And let's say I want to see if X1 is constructed using the XYZ1 class. And so here I'm going to insert the isinstance function. And if I just print the result, and that's going to return 2. And that means this X1 object instance is created using the XYZ1 class. Now if I change the object from X1 to Y1, and that's going to give me false. So that means this Y1 object instance is not created using the XYZ1 class. So this is everything I'm going to cover in this video, and I hope you guys found the information useful. As always, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video.